Welcome to the Lagniappe, a little something extra for your health, your family, and your future. Hosted by Caroline Badon, wife, mama, fitness and wellness guru, fashion and iced coffee lover, and the marketing director and podcaster for the Fussell Group. This podcast is your go-to for real conversations, expert insight, and the heart behind the Fussell Group's mission. Because life's not just about getting by, it's about showing up with purpose and serving the community with what matters. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the Lagniappe. I'm your host, Caroline Badon, and today I am here with a very special guest, Miss Sheila Wynn. Miss Sheila is so special to us here at the Fussell Group. Not only is she a client, but she is the wife of Mr. Mickey Wynn, who was an agent with us for many, many, many years. And now she works with us in office and is the beautiful smiling face at our front desk and greets all of our clients and agents and everyone that walks through the door. So I am so excited to have Miss Sheila on today.
You are so sweet and so kind, but I am so happy to be here.
We are so excited to have you as part of our team, but we really want to spend today talking about your experience as a client with the Fussell Group and how the Fussell Group has benefited you, and how we've helped you in ways that you didn't even know were possible. So I think today something that confuses a lot of people is that they don't understand that with an independent agency like ourselves that has independent agents that represent multiple insurance carriers, there are choices, right?
Well, choices are important because, in my case, my employer made the choice for what insurance I had.
Right.
And then when I got married, my husband's employer made the choice of what insurance we were going to have. And all of a sudden now, it's up to me to make a choice.
Right.
And there's a lot of confusing choices out there.
Mm-hmm.
And when you come to a place like this, you get so much knowledge and so much caring for you,
Mm-hmm.
not for everybody else there, but for you.
Right.
And I think that's so important because we all have individual needs, we all have different doctors. And when you can come into an agency where you trust the person and they welcome you into the agency,
Mm-hmm.
I think you know that you're in good hands.
Right.
And I feel like just having someone else having my back
Mm-hmm.
and helping guide me for what's best for me has been so important because it's very overwhelming.
It is.
The choices are crazy.
Health insurance is confusing.
It's all confusing. And if you don't have somebody guiding you or somebody to talk to about it, you can just get lost in the shuffle and then your needs are never going to be met.
Exactly.
So that's one of the reasons why I love it here. And everyone is willing to help you with all your concerns and all of your feelings of the unknown out there.
Right. You don't know what you don't know.
You don't know
And
what
it's
you don't
always
know.
important in an industry that you are not the expert in to sit down with someone that is, someone that can really give you all of the knowledge that you don't know, because why would you? You know, you don't study
Exactly.
insurance for fun, but it's a necessity and you have to have it. And health insurance is such an important thing in life, especially not just as you get older, your entire life, cradle to grave. That's what we say.
Cradle to grave.
We can help people from cradle to grave. And it's just important to have someone that you can sit down with, that you trust, that is very knowledgeable, knows everything that's going on in the industry, knows all the changes that are happening, and can guide you on the best plan for your needs. Because like you said, everyone takes different medications, goes to a different hospital, lives in a different zip code, sees different doctors, has different things that mean more to them than other things. Some people are more concerned about their dental. Some people wear glasses and need more glasses
Exactly.
coverage on their glasses. Some people need hearing aids. Some people really just want that gym membership. Some people like the over-the-counter benefit of being able to use their credits to go get over-the-counter items from the pharmacy. Everyone is different.
But here's the here's the thing. A lot of people don't know that they can have all those other benefits. They just think, oh, I'm going to go get this insurance policy and that's it.
Pay my copay.
No, that's not that way. There's so much out there for seniors.
Right.
And there's so many benefits that seniors don't know that they can have.
Right.
That will help them. You see everything on TV. You see the ads fly through. You hear radio ads. You hear all of this stuff.
Phone calls.
Mail. And people just get inundated with all of that.
The dreaded phone calls.
It's like scam. It's just, please don't call me again. But here's the deal. they're not giving you all the details of a
Right.
plan that fits you. They're
Right.
giving you an overall idea of what you might get with
Mhm.
them. And they're not going to give you the one-on-one personalized care where the agents here look at your medicines. They
Mhm.
look at your doctors. They look at, do you need hearing aids this year? Do you need eyeglasses this year? Who's your dentist?
Mhm.
They don't do that.
Right.
That's just a big conglomerate
Mhm.
that basically you're just a number on a file.
Right.
Here, you feel very much a part of a family. And if you have any questions, if anything pops up, you go to the pharmacy and it's like, wait a minute, I didn't think this was the right thing. You have somebody to call. They
Mhm.
can direct you on who to call,
Right.
what carrier that you need to reach
Or
out
they
to.
can take care of it for you.
They take care of it,
Yeah.
absolutely. And
And
that's
like
their
you
first
said,
line. They
yeah.
take care of it first.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's
It's like
just,
family here.
it
Like you
is.
said, the
It is.
culture is what um is so important, and I think is the heart of the Fussell Group,
Mhm.
because our agents are like family, our clients are like family. When it comes to health insurance, what we like to say, because it's true, is people think of health insurance as sales.
Mhm.
We think of it as knowledge. So what
Mhm.
we get to do is teach our client what's available, what they need, what they can get, all the different things about health insurance. And then they pick what's best for them. Because for us, what people don't know is we get paid the same commission across the board for any plan that we sell for any carrier.
And that the
So,
client does not pay.
and the client does not pay for the appointment. The
That's right.
client does not pay for our services.
Exactly.
We get paid by the insurance carrier. But what is important to realize is that every insurance carrier pays us the same based off of the plan that we sell. So I'm not going to push a certain plan for you because I get paid more.
Right.
I'm going to say, Miss Sheila, this is the plan that's best for you because all of your doctors are in your network, your prescriptions are all covered here. Look at this extra dental that you said you wanted, and your glasses are covered. That's what you need.
And that's exactly what we need.
Mhm.
And I will just tell you, over the years, I've heard people say, oh, well, I don't want to go with an independent agency or an agency because, it costs money. And no, it doesn't. And I think
Mhm.
that's it's
Misconception.
a big misconception with people. And what you're getting is so much confidence, so
Mhm.
much security and safety within your decisions. If you happen to walk into the office, it's such a peaceful, warm, inviting place to come in. You can always meet with your agent,
Right.
always. That's never an
For no
issue.
cost.
No cost. And you can meet with them as many times as you need to meet with them. It's not
Mhm.
just one time a year, and that's it. That's
Right.
not the way it is.
Right.
And I just think with the changing um, Medicare Advantage plans, the changing times, you have to reassess what you've had in the past
Use your
and
resources.
just not do the same old thing. The
I
same
agree.
old thing, you don't know if it's not working for you unless you talk to somebody who knows what will work for you.
Exactly.
And I think that's real important.
And what's important too is I can say for myself, my book of business, I reach out to my clients every year during open enrollment, which is October 15th through December 7th. And we sit down and we look at the plan they're on and we look at that exact plan that's starting again in January. If that plan is changing and is not going to benefit them anymore once January starts, then we look at something else. So that December 31st, they roll over to another plan that will benefit them. And a lot of people don't know that they have that option and that option is free to them.
Again, it is your choice instead of somebody else's choice,
Right.
and you have to stay with that insurance. So
Right.
you're basically advocating for yourself, but you have a facilitator to help you
Yep.
advocate. And I think that's really, really important. And people's needs change from one year to the next.
They do.
Some people, their doctors are aging out, let's say. So
Mhm.
I've got to find a new doctor. Well, how do I find somebody in my plan?
Right.
I need
Someone that's in my network.
in my network. That's the help you can get. I'm pretty computer savvy, but it is a jungle out there whenever you go and
Mhm.
try to research this on your own, and it's very overwhelming.
Yeah.
But if you can meet with an agent with the Fussell Group, your questions are going to be answered,
Yeah.
and you're going to walk away feeling confident in all the decisions that you have made.
And I will say too, with the culture that we've created here over the past 13 years, a lot of our agents say that they've become friends with their
Mhm.
clients or like family with their clients, and they
Mhm.
get excited to go meet with their clients because they know, like, oh, Miss Sue's gonna have gumbo cooked today, or Miss So and so's gonna send me home with cookies for the kids. And it's just, you create these relationships with people. And I think in today's world and the society that we live in, creating those good, healthy relationships is so important.
It is. As you said, my husband has been an agent for a long time, and he has clients that have muscadine grapes.
Hmm.
They called him and said, "We don't want to change our plan, but we have grape jelly for you. When can you come by and see us?
Exactly.
When can you visit us at coffee at
Hmm.
a coffee shop? We haven't seen you. We just want to connect."
Yes,
And I think connection doesn't happen all the time
it
anymore.
doesn't.
And I think connection is more than just having somebody's business. It's a relationship.
Hmm.
They know about Mickey's family. Mickey knows about them, ask about their grandchildren. Mickey used to send out birthday cards to them.
Hmm.
He would have that on his list of things to do. And also here, when you meet with an agent, you receive a thank you card
Yeah.
because they value your time.
Because we appreciate our clients. We
Absolutely.
appreciate, it is so warming. It warms your heart to know that someone trusts you enough
Mhm.
to help them
It's a big
and be their
decision.
guide through their health
It's a
insurance.
big, big decision. And
Yeah, and you don't wanna do it alone.
no, you don't. And you need to be able to talk it through with someone.
Mhm.
Um, Talking to yourself doesn't work, I promise you, because I do that all the time. But just
No one
bouncing
answers.
nobody answers. And if they do, it's usually not what you want to hear.
Right.
But anyway, you can bounce something off of one of the agents here,
Mhm.
and they will look into it for you.
Right,
And if you move within the state, you still have coverage. You
right,
don't have to worry about that.
right.
You are covered. One, agents are all through Louisiana with the
Mhm.
Fussell Group, but two, people move to Baton Rouge. They move wherever they move to.
Right,
And you don't have to look for other doctors because guess what? Your agent is going to do that for you.
right,
They're
they're
going to
gonna
say,
help you.
this is who you can have. This is your provider directory.
Right,
And all of that sometimes gets lost when you don't have some agent that you trust.
I agree. It's
And
like you're going through the jungle alone.
all alone. And we've all moved from one place to the other. You got to get your children in school. You got to find the doctor. You got to do all this. This is just a wonderful guide
Mhm.
to help you along with whatever path you are on.
Right,
And again, when you get older, you don't want someone to take advantage of you.
right.
And you hear that all of the time.
Mhm.
And seniors get taken advantage by the world out there.
Right.
With the Fussell Group, you never have one moment of feeling like you're being taken
No,
advantage.
not at all.
You never have one moment of feeling like you're out there on this insurance search all alone.
Right.
All you have to do is make a phone call.
And
That's all.
again, I think one of the biggest things that is so important to me to preach is it's not a sales pitch here,
Mm-mm.
because we get paid the same across the board. So I don't
Exactly.
care if you go with plan A, B, C, or D, as long as it's the plan that's best for you,
Exactly.
and then we're good. You leave here feeling confident and secure in
And
the plan that you chose. I know that you're in the right plan.
yes.
I can sleep well at night.
And I can sleep well at night knowing that I'm
Exactly.
covered and I'm
Exactly.
not worried about anything. And it's one less worry that you have to have. Another thing that I like is you see people coming in and they're confused because, they haven't gone through this maze
Right.
before. And when they leave, they all have a smile on their face
Mhm.
because they know they've been taken care of. And that's what makes me happy because when they walk out and they're happy, you know that a job has been done well.
Right. You've done the right thing.
And that's the Bustle Group.
That's what it's here. That's
That's
what we're here
exactly
for.
exactly.
So let's talk about choices. I know
Mm,
there are many choices that you can make with insurance, obviously, and the fact that the Fussell Group can offer you all of those different choices so you can make your own confident
mhm.
choice. When it comes to an appointment, we sit down, we learn about you. We learn about your prescriptions, your doctors, all of the things, and then we put those into our system. And our system really tells us, okay, this is what is best for Miss Sheila. Here are her options. Let's sit down, present them to her, and let her make her decision. then you leave with that insurance
Mhm.
coverage. You have that, you know what's coming. We call and check on you, and then annual enrollment comes around. And again, we meet before the beginning of the year. We go over all those benefits that you have currently, what's changing for January 1st, whether you're still going to be on a good plan and you need to stay there, or we need to switch you to something else for you to have that coverage. Having those choices is important because when you enroll with one specific carrier over the phone, you only have that specific carrier. That is your
Exactly.
choice. If you enroll telephonically with someone over the phone from a call center across the country, they don't know your network of doctors. They don't know the hospital that you go to, what zip code you live in. They can't put you on the right plan.
Now that's a
And
sales pitch.
that's all sales.
Exactly.
That's all they care about is taking that person, flipping them to another plan, making that commission, and moving on to the next, hoping that someone else doesn't flip them right after so they don't get a charge back on that
Mhm.
commission. And that's what's so sad is that's what the world revolves around now. And that's why we're so heavy on being the gold standard of insurance and meeting with our people at a round table, face to
Absolutely.
face, in person, and saying, look, it's not a sales pitch here. You know,
And the other thing too, you're not a number.
I'm passionate about it.
Well, I am too. And when you come into the agent's office, you have a private meeting.
Mhm.
Everything is confidential.
Yes.
You know that your plan isn't just going to be filtered off to somebody else to take care of when an issue arrives.
Right.
You also have different things in your life. As we get older, when we're younger, we have children, we go on. But as you get older, from one year to the next, you can have a different issue that
Mhm.
arises. And maybe you need to find somebody that is is within your network to provide you those services.
Right.
And a lot of times you go to get call that doctor. Oh no, I'm not in your network.
Right.
And then you're back to square one. Really, you can just keep up to date
Mhm.
with all of the things that you have. A question, keep a list of questions, call them. You are never, ever, ever a bother.
No,
You
never
are
a burden.
never an inconvenience. You'll never be rushed in and rushed out at a meeting.
No.
The environment here is a family.
Mhm.
And even though you may not be a family by blood,
Mhm.
you are a family of people who care for each other.
Mhm.
And you're also that small town atmosphere where we know you, you know us, we're concerned about you. You're going to say hi to us on the street,
Mhm.
on the phone,
When
or
you walk
whatever.
in the door, we know what plan you're
We
on.
know,
It's
we
like
know.
when you walk into your favorite coffee shop and they start making your coffee because they know
Exactly,
what you want. It's the
exactly.
same thing here.
You get that feeling of warmth, kindness, and knowledge.
Mhm.
And the knowledge part is key with your insurance
Right.
because if you make the wrong decision, it's sometimes
Detrimental.
very difficult.
Yeah.
But also, that's when you have an agent say, okay, what can we do with this? How
Mhm.
can I get out of this? And, you know, they're just there to guide you. But ultimately, the decision is yours.
Right.
Ultimately, you're the one that says, yes, I want this plan.
Mhm.
And that's what you will end up with. And most people stay with the same plan all the time. When you work at a
Mhm.
business, you don't ever get to change the plan. The company
Right.
changes the plan.
Right.
With this one, if it works, you stay with it. If it doesn't work for you anymore, oh, well, I can make
It's
the
an
change
easy switch.
because I have that choice.
Right. And
I
I have
have
an
that
agent that
choice.
can do it for
I
me.
have an agent that can do it for me today
Mhm.
that I can talk to and we will work through the details of it.
Yep.
And I just think that's so
And I
important.
think what's important to know too is that when you meet with an agent at the Fussell Group, it can be in your home. Say you're
Absolutely.
wheelchair bound or you don't want to leave because it's raining or it's cold
Absolutely.
outside. They can come to you in your home. You can meet with them in a public place like a coffee shop or a restaurant
Yeah.
or a library. You can come to our office, which is just a beautiful,
It's
serene place to
absolutely
be.
beautiful.
You can do it telephonically if
Mhm.
you'd like. That's not always our favorite because we love the connection and building a relationship with our clients, but that's an option too.
Mhm.
If you're sick or you're scared to get sick from the agent or whatever it may be, we have the options for the
We can
best.
we can connect
Yes,
somehow. There's going to be a way to connect
we have
regardless.
the options to make it easiest for our
Yes.
client because that's what we're about here. The gold standard is the promise that we live by.
Mhm.
We thrive on protecting the health, wealth, and future of our agents and our clients.
Exactly.
So whatever we need to do is what we do.
And just to go on the agent part, the agents feel at home here.
Yeah.
They have a sense of family here.
Mhm.
They have a sense of camaraderie here.
Mhm.
People are here want to be for you. They're cheering you on. I always
Yeah.
say, be the person that adjusts somebody's crown without anybody else knowing it.
Mhm.
And that's what people here do.
Well, it's funny because, other carriers that when they come in and they meet with us, they're like, "Man, we wish your agents were a little bit more competitive," because our agents are they love each other so
Mhm.
much that if they come across someone else's client, they're gonna say, "Oh, you literally have such a good agent. You stay where you are. I'm not taking you from the." It's like it's not a sales pitch competitive thing here. As long as everyone's taken care of and everyone's content and
Mhm.
happy and in a good place, we're good.
And they're willing to help each other out.
Exactly.
You know, like you said, there is no competition. There is a camaraderie, a
Mhm.
family, a
We get excited to get
team.
together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And everyone looks forward to it. But also, it makes me happy now that I am working here. And I tell people that's where I work. They go, "Oh, that's where I have my insurance
Yeah.
with." And that makes me happy. And I say,
Yes.
"Well, you're in good
You
hands,
couldn't be in a better
just
place.
in good hands.
We've been here for
Come see
13
me."
years.
Usually.
Yeah. I mean, my mom started this 13 years
Mhm.
ago. And just to see the amount of growth we've had over 13 years, I would say really over probably the past 4 or 5 years is just amazing.
Well, 13 years ago, my husband came under your mother's
Mhm.
umbrella, and all he would say to me is, "They know what they're doing. They are going to change the face of insurance."
Yes, that's our
And
goal.
that was the goal. And he was one of the OGs, and he never strayed,
Oh, he
never
was.
strayed.
Mr.
And
Mickey.
yeah, no, he was adorable.
Miss him.
But now that more and more people are hearing about the Fussell Group even, they wanna know more and more about it,
Mhm.
and the main thing is, it's not just Medicare Advantage,
No, it's
that
everything.
it's everything,
Cradle to grave.
and that's what people I don't think know,
Right.
and it's just something that
Because we started as a Medicare
absolutely,
agency.
and
Yeah,
and
and
that is
that's
so
our bread and
needed.
butter. That's where we started. It was
Exactly.
all about protecting our seniors, making sure my mom said it from the very beginning. She was super close with her grandparents, and she always said, "I want to protect these seniors like I would want someone to protect my grandparents." Well,
Exactly.
what's funny is I was super close with all of mine. They're all gone now,
Mhm,
but my grandparents were just my everything.
mhm.
And I think the reason I've fallen in love with this industry is because I want to protect someone else's grandparents or parents like I would want mine protected. So we started with the Medicare agency, and that's where we blossomed and grew in the industry. And then now we offer all of the products because we want to be able to help your grandkids,
Mhm.
your parents, your cousins, your siblings, all the things from individual and family insurance, small group health insurance, Medicare, Medicare, Medicaid, life insurance, cancer policies, hospital indemnity policies, dental, vision, hearing, all the things when you think of health insurance, it all starts here.
Well, and it can stop here as well
Yes.
because everything can be taken care of.
Yep.
And again, it's a one-stop place.
Mhm.
You're going to be treated with so much care
Mhm.
and so much knowledge, it's probably going to blow you away, and you won't have to worry about it.
And it's a big deal to us to keep our agents in the loop with
Mhm,
the industry. We
mhm.
have our calls on Mondays and Wednesdays. We have our annual enrollment kickoff every year. We have our Medicare mastermind every year. We have weekly trainings, monthly trainings, all the things to make sure that our agents and our team that is in charge of protecting our citizens and their health insurance are knowledgeable and know what's changing and know what's going on.
Well, and another thing, you all are the first ones to know about changes with all of them,
Mhm.
not just one
We know all the
insurance agency,
goodness.
because maybe they know what the other one is, but they can't talk about it.
I know. I have so much goodness
I
in my
know,
head that I
I
can't spill
know,
right now.
I know, and I'm just telling you, you don't get that with somebody who is just with one
One carrier, because they
carrier.
don't know.
They
They
don't know.
only know what they are allowed to know.
And exactly, and you
Mhm.
want someone that is just really
Independent and can know it all.
can know it all, and that's the key. They are independent,
Mhm.
and the people that work, the agents that work under the Fussell Group, they you have to be the kind of person that loves people,
Mhm.
wants only the best for the people that you serve and service,
Mhm.
and you have to know that bigger picture to help.
I will say one thing about the Fussell Group, we do cherry pick our
Mhm.
agents, because we want our agents to replicate the culture that we've created
Mhm.
here. If they don't fit our model, if they don't fit our avatar, like we say, of being the gold standard, um, we don't want them a part of our team because the Fussell Group is my last name, it's my mom's
Exactly.
last name, it's my dad's last name, and you only get one name, right?
Mhm.
So we want to make sure whoever joins our team and is taking care of our clients is replicating the culture that we've created here.
Well, they represent you
Yeah.
on the street, anywhere,
Mhm.
at a party. "Oh, where do you work?"
An
"Oh,
event,
the best."
anything. Yep.
Anything, and
Business cards, shirts, events, everything
anything.
is Fussell Group.
And and I think the Fussell Group can be very proud of everyone that they have that is an
Absolutely.
agent working for them.
Our
You have an amazing
team is
team.
incredible across the state of Louisiana.
And you know what? They all work toward the same goal.
Mhm.
It's never
Protecting the health, wealth, and
it's
future of
just
our
never a
clients.
tug. There's never any
Mhm.
craziness because everybody has that same goal and everybody wants to enrich the lives of the clients that they have coming to trust them
Right,
for
and
their
keep
coverage.
keep that relationship with our fellow agents that we don't feel like we're being competitive or someone's gonna take someone else's client because that's not the goal here.
Well, and you know, another thing, at one time, I used to think, what does this young person know about Medicare?
Mhm.
You know, they're vibrant,
Right.
they're youthful. Well, guess what? They know a lot because they see and they understand and they want to continue to service, like you said, like people like your grandmother, your
Mhm.
grandfather. I often say, what would you do if this were your son? What would you do if this was your
Right.
grandparent? And that's the mentality that people have
Yeah,
here.
well, and it goes back to knowing your why.
Hmm.
Whenever you get into an industry or you're starting a career or you're an entrepreneur starting your own business, you're creating the life you want for yourself and knowing your why and why you're doing what you're doing and why you're waking up every day is so important. And like I said, our why at the Fussell Group is to be the gold standard of insurance to protect the health, wealth, and future of all of our agents and our clients because
Hmm.
as an agency, our client is our agent
Hmm.
and our agent's clients are clients.
Right.
Confusing, but at the end of the day, our agents and our clients are both our clients. So, knowing your why and really sticking to that culture that you want to create, that family environment, that trustworthy, relationship building, authentic environment that is very hard to find in this generation
Hmm.
is so important.
And you get that small town feeling instead
Yeah.
of being, caught in the hustle and bustle of this big, big environment. You get that small town feeling where
Knowing you can go to the Fussell Group office in
all
your
the
town,
time.
whether it's the Monroe office or the Covington office, or meeting with your Fussell Group agent in your hometown and not having to call a carrier on the phone from New York and try to talk to them about your health insurance is it's just so peaceful and it brings such an ease.
Well, and they always have your phone number.
Mhm.
My husband used to get phone calls at 6 o'clock at night,
Yeah,
and that's also a wonderful thing that you're not having to wait till, quote, office hours
right.
to
Or be
get
put on hold for 30 minutes.
exactly. And and then who knows what else, getting lost in the shuffle of things.
Right.
And I don't know. I like the idea of doing business at home.
Mhm.
I like doing
With
business
someone
with
face to
someone.
face.
And at home means people you trust, people you see, people you care about, people that care about you.
Mhm.
But like I said, I love it when people walk in and they look kind of
Nervous.
unsure, just unsure. And
Mhm.
the environment here is beautiful. When you walk in, it's peaceful. It's
Very welcoming.
it's very welcoming. And I'm at the front desk, so
Yeah,
I'm going to talk to you
that's a
like
pro.
crazy. And then when they walk out, they thank you so much. They've got a smile on their face.
Mhm.
They just are happy and they feel like they've been taken care of.
Yeah, a
And
burden is
I
off of
just
their
love that. I
chest.
love to see it. It's just the changes of people coming in and
Yeah,
going out. And it's lovely. It is absolutely lovely to see.
yeah,
So, and being a senior, I get these seniors.
yeah.
I get their thoughts and
Even our young ones that come in, 26 years old, coming off of their mom and dad's plan, it's scary. You
oh,
don't know what this is your first time ever looking into health insurance because your whole life your parents took care of it. You're
absolutely.
coming in here and you're like, okay, I'm meeting with a stranger. I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done this before. I don't have my mom with me. But when you leave, you're like,
Hmm.
okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
They took care of me. Now I know I can walk in here if I have a problem. I'm right up the street, whatever it may be, a phone call away.
Well, and whenever you hit on that, it's crazy to me that when you're younger, you just don't ever think about insurance.
No.
I never thought about it. And of course, I'm 67, so I don't even know that they had insurance when I first started working. But I know that when I got married, my husband obviously had insurance and we were going to
Mhm.
have babies. And basically, I just needed to know the generics of it.
Right.
What does it do? And then you go to the doctor and you get the bill. Well, the bill is the bill. Nowadays, it's not like that. Nowadays, you already know going in what to expect.
Mhm.
And just talk about drugs.
Yeah.
Drugs that's just a crazy, crazy concoction of confusion.
Yeah. Prescription
And
costs are crazy.
they're just different. One year I use an inhaler,
Mhm.
and one year it was a tier 4, and
Mhm.
now it's a tier 2. Well, what does that mean?
Right.
You know, you
Your
it,
agent goes through
your
all of that
agent
with
goes
you.
through all that, and you can get generics.
So when you go to the pharmacy, you're not like big-eyed wondering why it's so much more expensive than it
Exactly.
was last year. Oh, well, your formulary changed. That's
Exactly.
why. And if you would have met with your agent, you might have been able to pick a plan that the formulary was different than the one you're currently on, and you could have saved money.
Well, my husband used to say, "Okay, have your drug needs changed?"
Right.
Well, yes, now I'm on this. Well,
Right.
he would put that in there.
Right.
And then that may change. Well, this is going to be now a tier 2,
Mhm.
a tier 1, whatever it might be. Um, but that's a big eye opener
Yeah,
because
I agree.
drugs are very expensive. And
All of it's very confusing,
Mhm,
and it's so important to have someone that you know and trust that can help you through it,
absolutely.
especially in a world we live in today.
And you get that here.
Yeah.
You get that every time you call, every time you come in, every concern you have can be taken care of.
Yeah, we're the gold
And
standard.
you just don't get that from a Tom, Dick, or Harry company that's out there. You
Right.
don't. And I'm proud to be here. I'm proud my husband was associated
Oh
with
my gosh, we
Fussell
miss
Group.
him so
I do
much.
too. I mean,
Ugh.
he was a gem of a man,
He
and
used to fuss at me for my inspection stickers being out of date. I always knew he
but
was
he
gonna get
said
me.
you were something. He said, "Let me tell you something. That girl is something." And I said, and he thought, he said she's going to rule the world one day, and I said, I think so. So,
Yeah, I
but
loved my Mr. Mickey.
he loved this, and Mickey. I called Mickey my cowboy because he was intimidating at first, but he was the
Mhm.
biggest, softest mush in the world. And he cared about his clients so much.
Mhm.
And by him caring about his clients, that really made them family.
Right.
And if there was an issue when we got an increase in our Social Security cost of living increase,
Mhm.
that bumped up a couple of his clients just enough to where they could not receive their Medicaid benefits anymore.
Right.
So Mickey was a great letter writer. He'd
Mhm.
call Kennedy, he'd call Chastity, he'd call this one, that one. He'd send letters,
Right.
and then he would send where you had to sign for the letter, so he know
They
they
got
got
it.
him, and they knew Mickey. Mickey knew them,
Yeah.
and I used to laugh at him. He said, "Okay, I've done everything I can. Now it's up to you."
Mhm.
And that's what you want, somebody that's going to fight for you.
Fight for you till they can't
Somebody
fight
is going
anymore.
to fight for you,
Yep.
and they just don't give up. And I think that's what you get here. I feel that's what you get here.
I agree. Serving and protecting is what we live by. It's so important.
Well, we're an important part of society.
Yes,
Our
we are.
senior citizens are such a vital part to society,
And you
and
deserve to be
we
protected.
deserve it. We've worked hard, but also too, we want to trust. We
Mhm.
don't want to feel like we're on an island somewhere and we're being dismissed. And I can promise you that's one thing that you never ever will feel when you come in here. Like
Yeah.
I said, you come in with apprehension, you leave with a smile, and
Mhm.
you're happy. And that's what makes me happy. That's what makes you happy. That what
Exactly.
makes the Fussell Group happy.
Exactly. Well, Miss Sheila, thank you so much for
Mhm.
joining me today. It was a pleasure having you on.
Well, thank
It's a
you.
pleasure having you as a client and now as an employee of the Fussell
Mm.
Group. I feel like we're just remembering Mr. Mickey every day when I walk through the doors and see you here.
Well, he was a hoot,
And I
and
know he's sitting up there watching us right now
he
do
had a
this
hand in this.
podcast,
He had a
and
hand
he's
in this.
just got a big smile on his
He
face.
is, and he's probably saying, "You got two of the biggest talkers in the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
world sitting at that table right now."
Yep. And to our listeners, if you're ready to make the move and explore your options and feel confident in the options that you choose for your health insurance, give us a call. Let us help guide you through that confusing time in your life. Annual enrollment is coming up October 15th through December 7th for Medicare, and then November 15th through January 7th, something along those lines for individual and family and small group and all the things.
That's
Small
right.
group is year long, but we can help any day of the week. So
And
if
call now.
yeah,
You
if
know, don't
get
wait.
on our
Yes.
schedule if you are confused and concerned about your health insurance coverage. We're here to help you through it. Thanks for joining us on the Lagniappe. We hope today gave you the little something extra that you needed. Be sure to subscribe, share this with a friend, and follow us on social at FGIALA for more tools to live well and make the right decisions for your health and future. Until next time, stay golden, stay the course, and never forget, we'll be there for you.